So again, we are today starting the class with some grammar workout. And how will you link sentences, one ideas to the next, one sentence to the next, one paragraph to the next. This is going to help you in expanding your ideas. Like if you talk about cohesions and the uh, technical issues about how to connect sentences, how can we connect ideas, how can we link one idea to the other, one sentence to the other, one paragraph to the other. So these are cohesions are links, linkers, words that link. So we'll deal with that only. Yes, you can send your assignment in my on my email so that I can read it and mark it. All right. Let's start the class.
Ma'am, first we have to complete the 26th rule, then after. No?
Yes. We completed up till 10, no? There were 10 rules.
Yes, ma'am, you
Yes.
have completed 10. Only 10.
Okay. You want me to start that only? Okay.
Only 10, ma'am.
Oh, no. There are more.
Ma'am, but I have sent you yesterday.
All right. You will send the rest today. Class? All right. I was searching the file. Yes. Yeah. All right. Rule number 11. These are the rules for error rectification. We discussed 10 rules in the last class. So rule number 11. Only then should be used after no other. You write down the complete rule and the example sentence, what is correct and what is incorrect. Only then should be used with no other. Like, I like no other movie but Titanic. I like no other movie than Titanic. So you have to use than. So I like no other movie but Titanic is wrong, and I like no other movie than Titanic. So what is the rule? Only
Only then should be used after no other.
no other. Write the incorrect and the correct ones, because you will be able to identify. ये लाइन कट जाता है तो कनेक्शन भी खत्म हो जाता है. Some problem with the connection. Yeah. So the correct sentence is, I like no other movie than Titanic. You can make your own sentences. I like no other book than. I like no other movie. I like no other class than. I like no other anything. It can be just about anything. Use, make a sentence. I like no other food, or I like no other cuisine than Indian. Yes? Make your sentences. I like no other book than. Complete a sentence.
Good economic for hard time.
Hmm. Fill in the blanks. Change the noun. No other book, no other food, no other place. Change the noun and fill in the blanks. So the grammar rules are there. You've understood, but you will know it completely. If you do not know the usage, that will be useless. So what? If you know the rules, you know everything, but then you have not practiced. And if you have not practiced, that will not take you very far. Usage is very important. Know how to use them. Yes, I did not hear anybody make the sentence. Complete the sentence. I like no other book than. I like no other place than.
Ma'am, I like no other place than Kolkata or Mumbai.
I like no other color than. Okay.
Ma'am, I like no other novel than Who Moved My Cheese.
Why?
Because, ma'am, it gives me motivation to improvement in my life.
Okay. So, yes, this is one lesson which nobody forgets. Who moved my shoes? That was a very nice, interesting story. So when you're making a sentence, expand it. The subordinate, the coordinating conjunctions. Move on. You use linkers. Use because. I like no other book, no other story than Who Moved My Cheese because this motivates, because this inspires. Right. So moving on to the 12th. After the word no, how, what, or when should be used before using the infinitive. Thus, no, how, what, or when, the WH, should be used before using the infinitive. Like, infinitive is to. I like to speak English. I know how to. I know to speak English. This is incorrect. I know how to speak English. This is correct. So, I know what to. I know what to say. I know when to do this work. I know
I know
when.
when to go there.
I I I know to. I know how to use. I know how to. I know when to. I know what to say. How to, what to, when to. So make three sentences. I know how to cook. I know how to cook. I know what to say.
I know when to play cricket.
Okay. When will you play cricket? At midnight.
No, at evening.
I'm joking, but just lifting the mood of this very serious grammar rules. But then you have to make sentences. I know how to play basketball. I know how to speak Spanish. I know
Ma'am,
how to speak French. I know how to speak to my elders. I know what I know. You complete the sentence. I know how to.
ma'am,
When
I know how to dress up neatly.
I know who are you.
I know who are you. ये क्या बात हो गई? यहाँ क्या बात हो रही है? इन्फिनेटिव यूज करना है ना, टू लगाना है.
Yes, ma'am.
How to, when to, what to. Make three sentences.
I know
I
how to
know.
talk others.
Ma'am,
I
ma'am,
know
I
how
know
to hit
how
a
to,
six.
ma'am, I know how to react at the time, at that time.
Okay.
I know how to cook.
I know how to make Maggie.
Do not
And
copy paste my sentence. You can say
I know
I
how
know
to
how
boil
to
water.
cook up stories. बातें बना.
Ma'am,
I know how to cook
I
up
don't
stories.
speak to your language.
I know how to
I
boil
know
a
how
water.
to serve.
I know how to speak your language.
All right. And okay. I know how to हो गया.
Ma'am, I
What
know
to
how
and
to
when to.
speak your language.
I know when to. Kumar, make a sentence. I know when to. I know where to. And I know what to. And this is a very common mistake. Like people have been using. I know to speak English. They forget how. Yes, the newer sentences. Rohit is very quiet. Ashutosh. Piyush. Make a sentence. I will give you some.
Ma'am, I have just told you 2 or 3 sentences.
Yes.
I know where to go. I know what to play. I know when to go there over.
In all these sentences, you are using the infinitive to. So moving on. Anybody has any sentence for me?
Ma'am, I know when to laugh
Yes.
and
You know when to laugh.
Ma'am, I know when to do my work.
Now make negative sentence. I do not know. I do not know. I don't know how to. I don't know when to. I don't know where to. I don't know what to. Make sentences. Make negative sentences. I know how to speak English, but I do
I
not
don't
know
know
how
to.
to speak French.
I,
I
I don't know how to teach.
Hello. Negative sentences. We are using the infinitives to.
ma'am, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. Yes.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I don't know how to play volleyball.
Okay.
ma'am, I don't know when to do work.
Ma'am, I don't know when to do
I don't
something.
know where to do work. I don't know where to work.
Ma'am, ma'am, I
When to,
don't know when to do
I don't
business.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. Fine. Moving on to rule
I
number.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to teach.
I don't know how to learn.
Who said this? I don't know how to learn. Rohit.
No, ma'am, Deepak.
Who said this?
Ma'am,
Okay. If you do not.
I don't know how to run a computer.
Okay. Abhishek, you are in the fourth sem BCom. And if you are telling me you do not know how to you do not know how to run a computer,
No,
that is
ma'am.
a cause of great
I do,
concern, right?
Ma'am, he is just making a sentence.
What?
ma'am, I don't know where to go.
हाँ ये ठीक है. I don't know where to go.
Yes.
I don't know where to go first. I don't know what to do first. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? एक first लगा देते हैं तो इसका मतलब पूरा बदल जाता है. I do not know. I do not know what to do first.
I don't know how to make
You've got so
sentence.
many things to do. What should I do first of all? Yes. Okay. Moving on to infinitive, that number 13. If the verb indicates a purpose, an infinitive must be used, and if the verb indicates a cause, a gerund must be used. What is a gerund? Gerund क्या होता है? एक new word यहाँ पर आ गया. Can someone tell me what is a gerund? Tell me.
मैम ये एक नाउन है मैम.
Noun.
यस
Noun है जो verb से बनता है.
यस.
What is the definition of a gerund? The gerund is the ing word. Work. I worked hard. I am working. Work is a verb.
Ma'am, gerund is always using after the verb.
Yes, and working, when I convert work into working, this becomes a gerund. This becomes a noun. किस तरह से verb एक noun को shape ले लेता है? He likes to.
वर्ब की तरह मैम नाउन है पर वर्ब की तरह काम नहीं करता. एक्ट नहीं.
Gerund. Swimming is good for health. And this swimming, क्या है ये? Verb है कि noun है? क्या है ये?
मैम नाउन है.
क्यों?
Verb है मैम.
Verb है. कौन बोल रहा है verb?
यस नाउन है ना.
मैम नाउन है. अब मैम verb हो गया.
हाँ.
अब पहले तो नाउन है.
किसी भी सेंटेंस में एक वर्ब का होना जरूरी है, चाहे तो मॉडल वर्ब हो या ऑक्सिलरी हो. एवरी सेंटेंस शुड हैव अ वर्ब. स्विमिंग इज गुड फॉर हेल्थ. यहाँ पर वर्ब क्या बताइए? वेयर इज द वर्ब भैया?
Is.
इज वर्ब हो गया. आई एम गिविंग यू द कंप्लीट layout, the complete breakup of this sentence. Swimming is good for health. Swimming यहाँ पर is a noun, gerund. Any verb with an ing which takes the shape of a noun becomes a gerund. ठीक है? Swimming is a noun. Is a verb. Good is an adjective. What is for?
Preposition.
Preposition. What is health?
मैम verb.
Noun.
Health verb है. आशुतोष क्या है ये?
मैम नाउन है.
नाउन है.
You must know this. When a sentence is given to you, you must identify. This is called parsing grammar. So swimming is good for health. Swimming is a gerund. Any verb with an ing. So a gerund is the ing form of a verb that functions the same as a noun. For example, running is fun. Running, run is a verb, but when I'm using it as a noun, running is good for health. Running is fun. So in this sentence, running becomes a gerund. So now you know what is a gerund. And he is swimming, this is a verb. The same word becomes a noun and becomes a verb. Like he runs fast. This is a verb. He runs fast. This is a verb, and running is fun. This is a gerund. Did you understand? Now, if the verb indicates, I'm talking about rule number 13. If the verb indicates a purpose, an infinitive must be used, and if the verb indicates a cause, a gerund must be used. For example, look at the sentence and you will understand. He went to the mall for watching a movie. Incorrect. He went to the mall to watch a movie. He was suspended for showing indiscipline. So make sentences like I went to the garden, whatever it is. You complete the sentence. He went to
Ma'am, he went to the shop to buy a cloth.
okay. So let me move on. And the next sentence is he was suspended to show indiscipline. Incorrect. He was suspended for showing. When you're not using to, you're using for. So write down the sentence. So all about cause. Write down the rule first, then you'll understand. If the verb indicates a purpose, an infinitive must be used, and if the verb indicates a cause, a gerund must be used. Example sentences already there. He was suspended to show indiscipline. He was suspended for showing indiscipline. Number 14. As is not used with verbs like appointed, elected, considered, called, but it is used with the word regard. Now, what is wrong and what is right? These are very common mistakes which people have been making. Thus, he was elected as secretary of the organization. Incorrect. He was elected secretary. He was elected secretary of the organization, not as. As is not used. For appointed. Now make sentences with elected already has been done. Appointed, considered, called. take the next sentence. I regard Sahil my how will you use as? I regard Sahil my best friend. Incorrect. I regard Sahil as my best friend. So you should know where you have to use as, where you have not to use. I regard him as my best friend. I regard him as the monitor of the class. So here you have to know where you have to use as and where you have to drop as. Once I am done with this presentation, discussion in the class, I'm going to share this with your in your WhatsApp group. You need to be looking this over and over again. This is like a diary. Whenever you're confused, keep it as your reference guide. Number 15. Adverbs, adverbs and adjectives. Adverbs should not be confused for adjectives. An adjective describes the characteristics of the subject, while an adverb describes the action. An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. He is good. The table was large. Adjective describing a noun or a pronoun. But an adverb tells you the story, how something is done. She is singing sweetly. How the action is done. How. So adverb story is the adjective only tells you what kind of a person or a thing is describing something. But the adverb tells a different story. How it is done, when it is done, where it is done, how many times it is done. It goes a long way. So adverbs should not be confused with adjectives. An adjective describes the characteristics of the subject, while an adverb describes the action. She ran fast. Adverbs always follow the verb. She ran fast. How did she run? She ran fast. Thus, the horse looked beautifully. No? These are very, very, very common mistakes which people have been making. The horse looked beautifully. Incorrect. The horse looked beautiful. The next sentence. So, beautifully is an adverb. Make a sentence with beautifully. She sang beautifully.
He draw my painting beautifully.
She sang beautifully. How did she sing? Sang is a verb. The adverb will answer the question how, why, when, where. So moving on. And the horse, the subject, we're talking about the characteristics of the horse, which is an adjective. So this beautiful is an adjective, and ly. Whenever you see ly, you will make out this is an adverb. Number 16. Question tags are always the opposite of the sentence, which means that if the sentence is positive, the question tag is negative, and vice versa. The sentence will explain. You were dancing, were you? This is incorrect. You were dancing, weren't you? So if it is positive, the tag will be negative. And if it is negative, it will be positive. Like, you will go, won't you? You will go positive, won't you negative? The question tag. You will not go, will you?